You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Shine, darling. Shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. It is a very special live stream because we are celebrating the new Shine Bright collection. It never started as disco balls, but yes, it did start as disco balls, but they seem to be the most popular of all. I'm Carissa Wiley, if you don't know, from sprinkledwithglitter.com. I am a YouTube content creator. I go live. I try to do it every week, but I have another job too. So I do it as I can, and I create content here on YouTube, crafty content. And I'm also a licensed designer with Spellbinders. And today, my new Shine Bright release is available from Spellbinders. And if you haven't checked it out already, I just want to let you know there are links in the YouTube description below. I have linked everything because this is one of those rare lives when I actually know what I'm making and I actually know what the finished project looks like. So I want to thank you all first for just being here, for being people who stop by and chat and comment and watch my videos. I really appreciate all of you. And I hope that you find this line inspiring and encouraging, because that was really my heart in creating this line. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. We're going to chat here before I get started just a little bit to get everybody like a chance to get in here. If you have not already, would you give this video a thumbs up? I promise you, you're gonna like what we're making today. I have something very special, and so I really appreciate that. Also, if you wanna share this with your friends, I love when people share. I think that's just one of the greatest ways to support other people. So in advance, I wanna thank you for those thumbs ups. Thank you for the shares. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click that notification button so you don't miss any of the content that I share here. I have some friends in the chat today. My friend Megan is here, and if you have not checked her out, she is another crafty content creator here on YouTube, and she has a video featuring some of my new products. So once this video is done, head on over to Megan's channel and check out her video as well. She has 2 projects for you there. Thank you, Kelly, for giving it a thumbs up. My first time catching you live. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm glad you could be here. I do want to say a couple of things. Number one, this video and this release kicks off 7 days of inspiration with the Shine Bright line. So I'm going to have videos and content for you for the next 7 days. So you will have lots of project inspiration with this line from all of the products in this line. I have all of those ready to go. And so you'll have lots of inspiration. Like I said, lots of ways to use this line. And I know you're going to love these projects. I love them. They have a lot of sparkle. They have a lot of shine, true to the name of the collection. Okay, Megan says her video is going up soon. So just be on the lookout for that, and just check out Megan's video when we're done. Here's another thing. I have a giveaway today. I actually have 2 giveaways. So I have a giveaway here on YouTube, and I have a giveaway over on Instagram. So I am Carissa Wiley on Instagram, Carissawiley, 1 R, 2 S's, and Wiley is Wiley. I have an Instagram giveaway over there for the entire collection, the entire Shine Bright collection. So you can go over there when we're done and enter that giveaway. I also have a giveaway here on YouTube. And the way that you're going to enter that is to leave a comment on this video. Now, the chat that you're doing right now, I want you to do that. I want you to keep it up. But I also want you to leave a comment in the YouTube comments below. So it's a little different than just chatting. And leave me a comment there and share this video, and those are entries to win. So I'm going to announce the winners, both winners, on October 18th. I'm going to announce them in my Instagram stories and tag them there. I may do it on my feed too. And then here on YouTube, I will contact the winner via direct message. But I want you all to be careful because there are a lot of scam accounts out there. So before you share your information with anyone, make sure it's actually from me. I will never ask you for credit card information. You will know that it's me because I'm just going to share that you've won and that I need your address to ship to. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of scammers out there here on YouTube and here and over on Instagram as well. So I wanted to also say that Spellbinders is having a better press and hot foil sale. My new products are not a part of that sale, but while you're there, if you want to ship or shop some more of those products, those are available and on sale up to 40% off over there. And don't forget It's My Party line is still available there too. So, wow, that was a lot. Are we ready to get started on the crafting? Is everybody here? Is everybody ready? I am. I'm so ready. So let's go down to the desktop and we will have a look at this new collection. Now, this is what we're going to make today. I'm going to show you this here in a second because it's got some fun features. And for all those just coming in, all the information on the giveaway and my release and everything is at the beginning of this video. So don't forget to go back and watch that. This line, this is the entire Shine Bright line here. There are 8 products. So these are all designed to work together. And really my heart in creating this line, it's been in my heart and in my mind for quite some time. So finally seeing it come and be available to all of you is an exciting day for me. Really my heart behind this line was sharing the light that's in us. So we all have a light to shine. And sharing that with the world is one of the best things that we can do. So whether that's through giving or loving or crafting or being there for your friends, I just encourage you to shine that light. And so that really was kind of the birth of this whole collection. And what shines more than a disco ball? There is nothing that shines more than a disco ball. And I happen to love disco ball and have been inspired by lots of disco art. I want to build a disco ball snowman for my house. So this has been something that I have been dreaming up for quite a while. And thank you to my friends at Spellbinders for making this collection come to life. It started out with these two products here, which is the Shine Bright cutting dies and layering stencils here. These were a part of the Weekender event from Spellbinders back in, I believe it was May. It's been a long year, so I'm not real sure, but I think it was May. And this was kind of the whole like birth of the line, and then everything around it was designed to like coordinate and mix and match. So you're gonna find lots of ways to use these products together, and I'm sure you'll find ways to also like bring in some other products that you may already have. So that's where those came. There is a tips and tricks video for using the stencil set on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. Once this was born, I knew I wanted some sentiment strips to go with it. So we designed 13 sentiments. It's 4 pieces total. So you get 6 and 7 sentiments, and then the dies that cut them all out in one pass. But these were really to augment that encouraging message that Shine Bright, starts from. And the really cool thing about these is that these angles line up with these angles on the Shine Bright layering stencils. So it's really, like I said, designed to work together. And the sentiments on this are: be the light, so proud of you, get your glow on, you were made to, it's your birthday, you light up my life, shimmer on, my friend, sparkle like you mean it, dream big, sparkle more, less bitter, more glitter, and leave a little sparkle. The world needs more of you, and you've got that birthday glow. So you can see how these are encouraging, but also celebratory, and you can use these throughout the year. From there on, we needed some images, and so disco balls were my go-to. Now there's 2 different disco ball options. The first is cutting dies. Now I realize that not everybody does foiling or better press, so we decided to do both a etched die collection, which includes 7 dies, so 3 disco balls, 3 bases, and the sparkle die. We're going to use these today. And I also wanted to create a letter press option, better press option, so that you could use them with your hot foil or your better press. And so the Disco Impressions set was born, because if you're going to use disco balls, you got to use foil, right? So I just needed to do that. And then the Layered Disco Impressions stencil set coordinates with the Disco Impressions press plate and die set. So this press plate also includes the dies to die cut these out. So you can use these stencils on their own, which this packaging shows these stencils used on their own, or you can use them in conjunction with the press plate set, and it will fill in all of these kind of open areas. So you can use grays, you can use rainbow theme, you can use pinks and purples and blues, whatever you want. So that is what we've created here. I wanted there to be both options. They sent these in prototypes to me and said, pick one. And I said, I can't, I want them all. So we did them all. And I think it was a good choice. Then we needed a background. This was one of the original products that I had dreamed up. It was a sparkle background. This is a hot foil plate. We could not do this in Better Press due to just some design parameters, but it will create a very large foiled background, and then there are some foiled sparkles and a coordinating die for the sparkles. We're going to use this today, so don't worry, I'm going to show you how to use that. And then finally, because I knew I wanted this open area, when you foil this twice, you're going to end up with a circle in the center of the sparkle background. I needed some large sentiments. So these are press plate sentiments. Again, you can use these with Better Press or your Glimmer Hot Foil. And it says, you've got that birthday glow, more glitter, less bitter, shine bright, and sparkle on, my friend. And these, of course, pair just really beautifully with the Shine Bright sentiment strips as well. So everything coordinates, everything works together. And thank you so much. I am so glad you guys are loving this. It means so much to me because I wanted to bring my own light to this crafting space, and I think that this collection captures that perfectly. So now that I've yammered on for quite some time, let's have a look at what we're creating today. This card is not just any card. It features the Disco Balls dies, that sparkle background, and also the, I keep forgetting if it's shimmer or sparkle. Sparkle on sentiments, okay? And I know you can't see the sparkle on sentiments, but watch what happens when you open this card. Oh, it wasn't wound up. JK, it's a spinner. That was like a total live fail, right? So you'll spin it up, and then when you open it, it spins. Isn't that so fun? I love this. I love this so much. And then, of course, when you open it, then it has the sentiment that says more glitter, less bitter, and that sparkle background. And then you can open, this is actually a card inside of a card. So you can open this up and write your personal sentiment there. So that's just a fun way to use these products. And so it is a little ambitious for a live. So we may go, I'm already 16 minutes in. I've been like running my jaws the whole time, chattering the whole time. But we're going to get through it today, no matter how long it takes. So I'm hoping you're here for the long run. If you have to run off, just come back and check later. I'm turning on my foil machine here so that we can get that ready. And we are going to just have some fun with this collection today. I'm so glad that you love this. I'm so glad that you think it's unique. I'm obsessed with disco balls. I'm obsessed with shiny things. And I really feel called to shine my own light in this space. And so really that was the heart of this collection. So thank you all for joining me today. We're going to get started. I have some things kind of pre-cut and ready to go. We're also going to do some foiling. But while we're waiting for the glimmer system to heat up, we can do a little bit of die cutting. I have some holographic cardstock. This is from Erin Lee Creative. As I mentioned before, everything's going to be linked in the YouTube description below. So if you're looking for something in particular, be sure you check there. I also have some Altenew double-sided adhesive sheet and a plain piece of white cardstock. This is not my good cardstock. It's just a heavyweight piece of cardstock. And you'll see where this comes in handy in just a moment. I should not have peeled this entire backer off. But I'm basically going to back this piece of cardstock with the adhesive sheet. And this will make a little more sense here in just a bit. And I'm going to take some scissors and trim off the excess, okay? All right. Thank you all. I'm so excited. Keep chatting in the comments. I will do my best to answer questions as we go along today. And oh, I have some other news too. Exciting news, because Mr. Glitter has agreed to come back and we're going to teach him how to foil. So that is going to be, let me check my calendar because I have it on my calendar. That is going to be Saturday, October 26th. So mark your calendars because Mr. Glitter is going to be here and he's going to attempt to hot foil. I'm grabbing the wrong disco balls. So we're starting with the disco ball dies, and I'm going to use the sparkle. I'm going to need this large solid one and the large disco ball. So I'm going to grab all of those. We're going to do some die cutting and get that all going. And the reason, I think that the reason that I have the adhesive on the back will make more sense as we go along, but it's going to keep our string in place as we do our spinner element. So And then I have my largest of the disco balls here. I'm die cutting it from the holographic cardstock, and I'm just gonna run all of this through my Empress. You know what? Forgot my little sparkle. So we'll put the sparkle down here because we're gonna die cut that twice. We'll run all of this through my Empress die cutting machine. Yes, for sure, the holiday, the sparkle background can be used for holiday. It can be used for birthday. It can be used all year round. And that was the point of it. I really wanted it to be something to use all year round, not just something that you would use once and that was it. So really, this whole collection, I think you could, in fact, take the disco balls and add a little ornament topper and make some ornaments out of them. I should have cut into the cutting mat for this one because it didn't cut kind of all the way through, but I'll just trim that off. And this time we're going to cut into the cutting plate instead of the magnetic mat for all of these. So I need two because I need one for the front and one for the back. I think I accidentally hit that. Let's take that off. Sorry about that. Anyway, I need two because I need one for the front and one for the back. And you can do this spinner card with any kind of symmetrical die that you have. So hearts, stars, disco balls, all the things. And we're going to die cut all of these pieces a second time. So, and then my hot foil machine is ready. So we will do our hot foiling after we do this. Gonna run that through. Mr. Glitter is returning. Didn't he do such a good job on his card? Super impressed by him. He's a little nervous about foiling, but we're gonna be right here with him. We're gonna be giving him the hints and the tips and the tricks. I'm gonna run him through foiling one time, so I'll walk him through it. And I think it's a great opportunity for me to answer beginner questions about foiling because I'll be watching a beginner as they do it. So he has never, now in the last video, he has die cut and things like that before, but he has never foiled before. And he told me he was a little nervous about that. And you guys, he was so cute when we did our first live together because we got ready to go and he was nervous to go on camera, which I thought was really cute. And he all of a sudden it was like, whoa, I kind of get it now. So anyway, very cute. So that's the disco balls layering dies. We're going to set all of our pieces aside and we'll use those here in just a bit. And next up, we're going to do some hot foiling. So we are going to use here's what we're going to do. We're going to vote on the sentiment that we use. So from the Sparkle On sentiments, we can use more glitter, less bitter, shine bright, you've got that birthday glow, or sparkle on, my friend, in the center of the card. So vote in the comments now which sentiment we should use, and that's the one I'll use today. In the original card, I used the more bitter, less glitter. So you can either put shine bright, sparkle, more glitter, or birthday glow and decide which one you want to use. So we'll use whatever one you decide. And for now, we're going to take the sparkle background and we're going to hot foil onto my favorite white cardstock. And my favorite white cardstock is from Concord and Ninth. It is white, it is smooth, it is beautiful, it blends beautifully, and it foils beautifully. Got a lot of sparkle on so far, so we'll kind of see this. If I was fancy or if I had like a producer with me, I would have them kind of do a poll in the YouTube and we could do it. But it's a one woman show over here, so I'm just doing what I can do. So I'm going to do a hinge method on this, and I do have a video showing how to rotate this 180 degrees to create a full background, which, we need to do. For some reason, I was thinking that we could get away with just a small part, and we cannot. So I'm going to start by lining this up. This is a little different than what I showed you in my previous video. My previous video kind of focuses on using this on a piece that's A2 size and getting a full rotation. So I'm going to show you a little different way. I'm using a piece of cardstock that's a little larger than what I need. And I'm going to, for the sake of the YouTubes, I'm going to show you, I'm just going to line this up with the bottom, and I'm going to put a dot kind of in the center. And this dot lines up with these two peaks. Okay. So we'll start there. And then I have this on some tape to kind of hinge it up. I'm going to cut a piece of the Prism cardstock from Spellbinders. All this linked below also, just so you know. And then I'm going to put this, that when I fold this down, the pretty side of the foil is going to touch the pretty side of my plate. And I kind of like to retract it back just a little so that I make sure that the foil is all the way up to the tape, and then I can hinge this back down. Then I'm going to take this entire thing and I'm going to flip it over with the back side of my plate onto the platform of my glimmer system. And I am going to allow that to heat up. Now I am going to be trimming this down in the end. So if I get it a little off, I'm not super worried about it, but we'll get it heating there. Sparkle on, shine bright, birthday, sparkle on, shine bright. Just going through the comments here. Sparkle on, my friend, looks like it's winning, so we will probably do that one. So I'm going to let this run through its timer, and I'm going to bring in, I have all the things here. I'm going to try to set some stuff aside. I wish I had a little more room. When I have my computer here and all of this, it gets a little tight here. So let's do that. So I think I also did, you'll notice that these sentiments, they also have dies for all of them. Okay, so Marianne, I talked about this earlier. There was something with the measurements of the lines on the hot foil plate that would not allow us to make a press plate. So I wanted to make a press plate, but I did not want to compromise on the design that I wanted. So it had to be a hot foil plate. So that's the reason that it's a hot foil plate. So just due to the design specifications, we weren't able to make it a better press plate. So thank you for that question though. All right, so that timer was done. We heated that up. We're running it through the Platinum 6, and we are going to pull this off. It's going to be hot. These big plates tend to hold a lot of heat. I'm going to just lay it on my surface for just a moment, allow it to kind of cool down, and then we'll do the peel and reveal here. Actually, yeah, I can do it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, and we will reveal the sparkle background. Isn't that beautiful? Now, it's really cool to use it on like a side card like this and just trim it off, but we're going to use the whole thing. So I'll show you how to line that up. Do you remember that dot that we created earlier? That measured like the center of these points? We're going to line this up again. Let me move this. It's in my way. We're going to line this up again with these 2 points kind of hitting that dot. So do you see how it lines up there? So the 2 points on the edge of this, and that dot will be in the center of our circle. And this time I'm going to create my hinge on the other side because I don't want to put my tape over this foil. So I'll just hinge this open again. We'll slide our foil underneath and we'll repeat the process that we just did. Now this would make a really cool negative foil if you do this with a solid hot foil plate like from Pink Fresh Studio. You could create another whole design with that extra foil. So don't toss that. In fact, maybe I'll do that today. So I'm hinging this back down, pretty side to pretty side, and I am going to heat this up again, hit my timer. And while the timer is going, I just realized that I used a different foil on my sentiment. So I'm gonna run and grab that. Now, funny story, I look really cute on the top today, right? I have a fancy shirt on. I have my disco ball headband on, but on the bottom, I am wearing some shorts that are too big, and so I don't look as fabulous on the bottom as I do on the top. So that's just between me and you. I used regular silver for the sentiment because I felt like it just showed up a little bit better, especially with all the stuff going on. And I'm going to grab a scrap of Concord and Ninth white cardstock, which I happen to keep some scraps over here. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, lots of noise. We may foil a couple of these sentiments just because we can. All right, so now that this timer is done, we're going to release the platform from the base and run that through our die cut machine again. And we'll do the peel and reveal here in just a moment. These big plates like this just get, woo, so hot. Okay, you go there. Don't melt anything. Okay, peel and reveal. Oh, perfect. Now, if you're gonna use this and you're not gonna cover up the center, I would recommend using a pencil for that dot. But I wanted to show you here where you could see it. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Okay, so we have that foiling done. I'm just making elements. We're gonna cut them all down and put them all together. So the two top sentiments that I saw were Shine Bright and Sparkle On. So we're gonna do Shine Bright here. We're gonna do Sparkle On here. And the platform is ready. So we're going to just go ahead and hit the timer. And while that warms up, I'll just talk some more because that's what I do. Anybody have questions? Yeah, that background is amazing. As I mentioned, it would be perfect with It's My Party collection. The balloons would look great in here, but birthday balloons, a cupcake, a star, an ornament, something for Christmas. It would look beautiful in opal foil. I did it in the prism foil because it just felt very disco ball to me, but I absolutely love this background. And this background has not only the rays, but the little sparkle pieces in it as well. And then of course, the set comes with the sparkle pieces that you can hot foil and die cut as well. So I can't seem to find the little envelope that it was all in. But it has a little hot foil plate for larger sparkles that then you can use for embellishments. So, and the die that cuts it out. Here's the package. So you get the little sparkles and the dice. So we're done here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the platform from the base. I'm going to add my hot foil with the pretty side facing down. And I'm going to add my scraps of cardstock right over the top, right there and right there. And then I'll grab my plates. Marianne, I hope I will be having more releases in the future as well. In fact, I would love, you know me, I am a Christmas girl through and through. I would love to do a Christmas release. And I would love to do another like general all year round release. I think that would be fun. And so I just have to start dreaming those up. So now that we've done that, we can peel and reveal. This is the Sparkle On, my friend. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment? This font, I went to Spellbinders and I was like, this is the font that I want for my sentiments. So let's make it happen. And they did. They did. So I love that they work with me on all of my dreams and making them come to life. Shine Bright got a little low, so we might just be stuck with Sparkle On, my friend. All right, so we have pieces here. I think we should just continue on with our die cutting. And one of the things that we need to do is die cut our arch piece from the sea glass cardstock. So I have a precision A2 layering die from Spellbinders. I use this set all the time. They don't pay me to say this. This is not from my own collection by any means, but I do use this set all the time because it creates the perfect ratio for an A2 card, and there's a million of them. There's an A and a B set. So I have all those at my disposal, and I can, you know, use them to create lots of layers. Oh no, I don't want to do this like this. I'm talking away and I'm not paying attention. So I also have a card base here. This is going to be a standard A2 card base. It's made out of ivory cardstock, not out of white cardstock. And it's cut to 5.5 by 8.5 inches, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So 4 1/4. Go ahead and put that away so it stays out of my way. And then I'm going to fold this, but before I die cut, I'm going to open it back up. So I have this because I want to make sure that my arch window is lined up on my card base as well as this card front that we're creating. So I'm going to take my sea glass piece and I'm going to line it up just like this on my card front. And I'm going to hold that in place with just some removable tape. Then I'm going to place this onto my cutting mat. My Empress keeps these dies in place because I'm cutting into the magnetic mat. Oh, I can't do it like this. My brain is just not working today. Too much, maybe too much caffeine? I don't know. We want this to be in the same spot. So you could actually die cut the other one first. Kelly, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. That is so very sweet. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm changing my mind again. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut the die first, this, with the arch. Okay, I'm going to center that arch up on the panel. And sometimes when I am doing my videos, because I don't want to get my head in the way, I just kind of use the screen in front of me to make sure I have everything lined up where I want it. Then I may just hold that all in place, making sure we're kind of even all the way around. And then I'm going to run this through. Excuse me, I've run that through. I am going, hi Barbara, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. And I'm so glad you love to watch me craft and chat. I love to be here with all of you. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I have this trimmed down. I'm going to remove the outer die, the rectangle die. I'm going to set that aside. I'm not going to set it there. I'm like looking at the stuff. Then I'm going to center this up, this panel, in the middle of my ivory card base. This is what I wanted to do. And I'm going to hold it in place. I'm just going to sneak this out because I don't really need it. And then before I run this through, I'm going to open up my card base because I don't want to cut through the back side of my card base. I only want to cut through the front side. So we'll run that through and we'll create our arch that perfectly lines up with the card front that we just created. The sound is breaking up. Anybody else having sound problems? It's showing that it's fine. Let me just double check. Anybody else? Megan, maybe you could text me. Is there sound problems? It's showing it picking through. Okay, if you're having sound problems, some say that it's fine for them and some say that you can't hear me. Maybe try going out and coming back in. I'm not real sure. Okay. It may be a connection issue. Yeah, Kelly is right. I think if you're having trouble with sounds, you might want to refresh. Now this didn't cut all the way through. And so I'm going to just position it into the crease lines that this made and run this through again. Okay, I have a lot of people telling me the sound is fine. So if it's a problem on your end, I mean, if you are having a problem with sound, please refresh. And if someone could just type that into the chat and just let people know if they could just, you know, go out and come back in, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay. So now we have our window on our card front and our card base. So we'll set that aside. We're going to die cut our sparkle on my friend sentiment here. So just lining that up and making sure that it's where I want it. This arch, by the way, is from a scrapbook.com nested arch die set. I'm gonna run this through. Oh, good. Awesome. If you logged out and back in, it's fine. Perfect. I'm so happy to hear that. Had me a little nervous there. I was checking all my things and it looked like it was fine. So I'm glad you all can hear again. I should have done this at the same time, but I didn't. And so we're just gonna die cut the Shine Bright as well, because even if I don't use it today, I can probably use it on a different card. So we'll do that. Lots of die cutting and trimming today. And I'm just bringing in things as I need them. Trying to keep this as efficient as possible for all of you, because I do know it's a Thursday in the middle of the day. Not everybody can stay forever. Okay. I need a piece of cardstock on this for the mini card that goes inside. That is 3.5 by 5. So I'm going to start by doing this and see where we're at. Also, this background, if you'll notice, you can totally make a 5 by 7 card with this. 7.25, it looks like. Okay. My goal is to get this in the center, but to have a 3.5 by 5. So my 3.5 needs to be this way, and we are at 5.5. So we need to cut off 2 inches. So we need to cut 1 inch from each side, and that should give us 3.5. So that'll give us our 3.5 by 5.5. So this is like not quite 7.5. It's 7.25. Okay, I'm going to do some math here. 7.25 minus 5.5, because we need 5.5. That's 1.75 that we need to take off total, divided by 2. And who said you wouldn't need math? 0.875, which is, I believe, about 3/4 plus 1/8, 7/8. We'll see if we got it right. 7/8. Oh, we are so right. Hallelujah, we don't have to do it again. That's not right. 3.5 by 5? Oh, 5. We need it by 5. Okay, well, that's easy. Then we just take another 1/4 inch off each side. I was like, that's wrong. Math and crafting live. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? I did my shopping, but I'm back. Thanks, Frida. All right, so this will then fit on my, it's like a 4-bar card. I'm gonna go ahead and just start adhering some of this down because the fewer things that I have on my work surface floating around, the more successful I will be. So when I know something goes somewhere, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get it glued down. The sparkle on, my friend, is what we're gonna use because the Shine Bright, I just didn't do a good job. And in order to do this, we're gonna take a layer of sea glass and we're gonna offset it to give it a little shadow. And we'll just do a little liquid glue on the back and offset it down and to the right a little. Okay. And then again, because I tend to lose things, I am going to just go ahead and adhere that to the center. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to use some foam adhesive, but I'm going to use some really shallow foam adhesive. This is a 1mm foam adhesive. It's from scrapbook.com. And so I'm going to use that. It's not my go-to foam adhesive, but when I need something that's a little bit shallower, not quite as deep, this is a perfect alternative. So low dimension, and we'll take this and just put it right kind of at an angle in the center of this card, the mini card. And these sentiments were really created to nestle into the center of this background, but as you can see, the disco balls work perfectly in the background and all of that. So we have that there. Fun, right? Okay. So let's work on this. And this is the part, I did this kind of in a clumsy way when I created the card, and I'm not sure, honestly, the way that I'm going to do this now, but I'm going to hold the arches in place on my work surface, and I have some little strips of cardstock here. So this is Blush from the Stamp Market and Watermelon from Concord and Ninth, and then Citrine from the Stamp Market. And we want them to go kind of through the center here where our disco ball is going to be. I'll show you where we're going with this. So here, but we want them on both layers. So how I think I'm going to do this is I am going to get them kind of where I want them. And I think that's about right. I'm going to grab this first layer and just remove it and add like liquid glue in a little line there, because I don't want to have liquid glue all over the back of this strip because it's only touching in a couple of places. And I'll hold this down, okay? Then I can go ahead and add a little strip of liquid glue for my watermelon piece. And just, we'll trim it down in just a minute. I think I might have been a little higher on the other card, but that's okay. And then we'll do a little layer of liquid glue for this, okay? So now we're adhered to just this arch piece that's on the front, the sea glass piece. I know this is kind of a complicated card, but remember, cards are just steps. So just do the steps. Thanks. Thanks for the compliments on the crown. It's kind of fun. Now what I think I'm going to do is lay these down kind of where I think they need to be. And then I might just flip this down and adjust them. Okay, that looks about right. So then, with this one in place, I'll just do some liquid glue. And before it like sets up really well, I'll just flip this back down. See if I have it in the right spot, and I do not. So we'll just adjust and glue that down. Now it should be just a matter of gluing each successive strip on top, and then we'll trim them all down. I think this is the best way that I could have thought to do this. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to line up from layer to layer, right? But it's kind of a cool idea to have it. Kelly says she can't even see an angel in front of that background. I know, it is like, it is poppin'. It really brings Shine Bright to life, doesn't it, though? Hi, Maria. Welcome. Well, Shirley, I'm so glad you think I deserve this crown. I bought it for myself, so... my husband, I sent him a picture when I got it yesterday, and he was like, only you could rock that. So apparently it's appropriate. I just got some adhesive on here, so I'm just cleaning that up just a little bit with an eraser. I have an adhesive eraser here, which might be better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now we can remove this. That was like, to me, the hardest part. So we're done with the hard part. We're going to trim off the excess. We can keep these strips for another card. Some of my cards I think is really funny because they feel a little rainbow bright to me. They feel very me, but they also feel very rainbow bright. So if you are just now joining, there is a giveaway over on my Instagram for the full Shine Bright collection. So head on over to my Instagram and enter to win there. We will also do an Instagram or a YouTube giveaway here on YouTube for the full collection. And you just need to leave a comment in the comments section. So not the chat that you're all chatting in right now, but go over and leave a comment there. So, and then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and all the things. Okay. Now, the reason we can't leave these strips just like floating across the center is because then our disco ball will not rotate. Okay, we have a perfect little thing there. And that actually worked out good. I wasn't sure how I was going to do that. That's not how I did it from the get-go. I did it a really much harder way. So, okay. So let's start assembling our spinner piece. Remember, we're making this spinner card for those who just came in. It works perfectly for a like symmetrical piece like our disco ball. And so what we can do is the pieces that we die cut earlier, which are our disco ball and the backers, the solid pieces. Now I like the backer because when you're cutting from like a metallic cardstock like this or a holographic, it can kind of warp. And so I feel like the backer piece kind of helps flatten all that out and gives it some stability. It also works great for like a window. So if you want to create a disco ball floating in a window, you can do that. I'm just going to glue this to the backer piece. And I have that Altenew sheet adhesive on the back. We'll use that here in just a moment for the string that we're going to place. We're going to sandwich the string between these two layers of the large disco ball. So, okay. I'm just allowing those to kind of adhere down and flatten out for just a second. And while we do that, we can go ahead and grab some string. Okay, I have to tell you, it is a good size disco ball, it looks like. And you know what? I thought the size would come up today. It's like 2 5/8. Yeah, I would say 2 5/8 diameter. So when I first made this card, which you know I don't often do for my lives, when I first made this card, I did it with some clear string, and the clear string stretched out and sagged, and then I had to take the card apart and remake it. So this time I'm just using some white sewing thread, okay? Just white sewing thread. These should be good. And what I'm going to do is I want the sewing thread to come kind of, I don't want my disco ball to be straight up and down. So the part at the top where the arch comes down and not straight across, that's the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the backer from the Altenew sheet adhesive that I had on the back. And I keep some backers from other sheet adhesive that I've used in the past. And I am going to stretch out this string so you can see my string there. In fact, in order to just make it a little more simple on my hands, I'm going to tape the string to my desk, but I'm going to tape it taut. That's such a fancy word, taut. Okay, so now I have my string stretched out and I have this backer to previous sheet adhesive on my desk. So then I can take and I can line this up at an angle with the string going through the center. So instead of having it straight up and down, I'm going to angle it just a little. And I know I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, this is hard to see. And so I'll just get it kind of straight through the center and press it down so that my string is now adhered to the back of my disco ball. All right. Now, I'm going to pick this up and you see how it didn't adhere to the adhesive backer. I'm going to stretch this. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take off the backer on the other disco ball. I'm going to find the top of it. My little block that I use for adhering things down or putting weight, I feel like I really need to clean it because it got some gunk on my disco ball. Now I'm going to add some liquid glue to this because it's going to give me the strength of that sheet adhesive, but hopefully allow me to kind of rotate this a little if I need to, because I want these disco balls to kind of line up in the same places. So in order to do that, I'm going to take my disco ball, I'm going to find the top of it, the one with the string, and I am going to kind of look from the side. I know this is a little complicated, and I'm going to adhere those together to where when they flip over, they're at the same angle. So we did pretty good. So now we have our disco ball with the string behind it, and we're going to just put some pressure on that for now. And we're doing pretty good on time because I talked for a really long time at the beginning of this video, so I'm so sorry. Yeah, save your adhesive sheet backers, especially on some large pieces, because it's perfect for stuff like that. Oh, is Amanda here? I didn't see Amanda. You must have been coming in. Oh, hey, Amanda. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So that should be good because we have that other adhesive sheet on there, but my adhesive booger on this is bothering me. Now I'm going to take this and I am going to line this up. I want this that way. Okay. Again, I am going to probably use the assistance of my adhesive sheet backer, and I'm going to pull my string taut and hold it in place. Okay. If you have questions on this, let me know and I'll see if I can answer them. Just make sure you put question. Okay. All right, so I'm pulling the string taut because that's just going to make it easier when I go to adhere this other piece. And I'm grabbing some really strong double-sided adhesive. This is just going to be so it can grab my string. So I'm going to put it on the back side at the top of my arch and the bottom of my arch. Okay, stick with me. What paper am I using for the disco ball? Maria, I am using the Erin Lee holographic cardstock, and it is linked in the description below. It's a fabulous holographic cardstock. Okay, so now what I can do is I have that double-sided adhesive on the back, super strong, and I'm going to just line this up where the disco ball is in the center, and hopefully my string is in the center and everything's in the center. And I'm just going to press that down onto the string. Now, to keep this from kind of spinning around while I'm still creating, I'm just going to use this tape that I have below and just kind of hold my disco ball in place. Then I can pick this up, flip it over so my string is adhered there. I'm going to just make sure that it's taut. And I hear my dog snoring. I put them in their crate for today so that they wouldn't be barking during my live. And it's working out really well. I feel bad when I have to put them in their crate in the middle of the day because they are so like used to just being like doing their own thing. So I feel bad when I do that, but I'm going to sandwich this string between another layer. This is probably overkill, but welcome to my world of overkill. That's how I operate. Just going to sandwich this between just to make sure that I don't pull it off while I'm adding the foam adhesive. So now we get to add foam adhesive to all this. Isn't that fun? I know, it's your favorite. Kathy says, congratulations on your pretty disco set. Thank you so much, Kathy. This is a fun design, and I love that there's kind of like a hidden, oh, this is too thick. I love that there's a hidden sentiment underneath this. So it's kind of, you know, just all kinds of surprise. I made this the other day and I didn't film it, so I thought I would kick off the release with this card. It's kind of a special card. And remember, for those of you who came in late, I announced earlier that I have 7 days of inspiration with the Shine Bright release. And today is day 1 with this live. It kicks off the release. And so I will have more videos for the next 7 days featuring this collection. There will be projects and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of those videos. Now, before I lay my foam adhesive across that top, I'm going to remove the backer from that double-sided adhesive. And I'm just sandwiching the string between the cardstock and the foam adhesive so that it gives me some extra security that that string isn't going to slide anywhere. This is foam adhesive, by the way, that I create. I have a video tutorial on my YouTube channel showing how I create this. And I'm going to lay a layer of foam adhesive across the bottom. And then do this. Okay. So now we have foam adhesive around our entire window. I'm going to, before I put this onto my card, I'm going to trim off the extra string that's at the top and the bottom. I have way too much, but you can see, hopefully, if If I didn't have this disco ball taped in place on the front, it would be spinning all over the place and it would make it really hard to position this. Just trust me. We're almost there, folks. We are almost there. So once I have that done, I'm going to remove the backer from the foam adhesive. And I'll probably put a little bit of liquid glue on top of the foam adhesive, just so that I have some wiggle room as I put this in position over the die cut window on the card base. Okay, so just a little strip of liquid glue. Y'all doing okay? Do you have any questions? Is this making sense? All right, and then with this open, I'm going to take this and I'm going to carefully line this up where the windows meet. Okay, I'm going to put my head in for just a minute. Okay, just like so. And I'm going to let that set for just a minute and we'll flip this over and we'll grab our mini card that we're going to put on the inside and we're just going to adhere that in with some tape runner adhesive. So this is a 3.5 by 5 inch card. It's often called a 4-bar note card. I love this size, but what we're going to do is just center it inside. And before I put it down, I'm just going to make sure that my sentiment is covered and it looks like we're in the center of that disco ball, and we are. So we're just going to position that down. It could come up just a tad maybe. Okay. Make sure our sentiment's covered. It is perfect. Press that down. I'm going to give this just a minute to kind of sit up a little bit more. And while we're doing that, what we can do is add our little sparkle pieces. And this little sparkle fell off. I know he was over here. Now, here is the really annoying part that none of you are going to want to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to trim down foam adhesive for these little sparkle pieces because it's just, I just can't not do it. Oh, Frida, thank you so much. Frida, I'm not sure I've seen you here before. Have you been around? If not, welcome. Thanks for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here, whether you're chatting or not. Oh, Brenda, I hope you feel better. And I hope that somehow that these videos that I'm sharing over the next 7 days bring a little light into your world. Shelly loves the disco ball. This is a good time for you to ask questions if you have them, because I'm just like literally cutting down foam adhesive. This is probably like watching paint dry for many of you. And I'm cutting them into the tiniest little pieces because these have the tiniest little centers. Why does someone not make like itty bitty little foams that you can, like little tiny, tiny, tiny dots that you can put? Okay. Let's do this. Let's close my card, the little piece of tape. We're going to start putting these on to the card. So that one goes in the window. It's the largest. I actually think I'm doing amazing on time. I'm not trying to brag, but seriously, this card has some steps to it, right? And we are only in 12:09 here in California. And we are wrapping this up. I did talk for 16 minutes. Well, thank you, Frida, for not being a lurker anymore. I love that you are just chatting along and playing along with us. Angie says, all the shininess is totally speaking her language. Well, I am thrilled. And I hope you share your shiny language with the world. That's what this collection is really all about. Okay, so we have our 2 sparkle pieces here and here and here and here. So there's 4. And then on the center, I actually put one kind of tucked behind the sentiment on this first card, which says more glitter, less bitter. And so on this one, it's sparkle on, my friend. So we're just going to place this one kind of maybe tucked. I need tweezers. I need tweezers. Maybe right there. We just want this one to be hidden when the card is closed. That's the whole goal. I'm going to put it more at an angle. Ah, love that there. Okay. That's it, you guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Is that Dora? Oh, I'm thrilled that we finished this card. So now when you put it in the envelope, what you can do is you'll twist it up before you put it in the envelope. Okay, just twist, 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 twist. Do a bunch of twists. Okay, all in the same direction. Otherwise you're undoing the twist. And that way, actually twist it one more because I want the disco ball to be that way. And then when the recipient opens it, they get this fun surprise of that twisting disco ball. Isn't that fun? Oh, I just love this. I think this is so much fun and just such an unexpected surprise. I'm trying to get it to flip the way I want it to flip. So there you have it. Disco balls dies, sparkle background, sparkle on sentiments, all from the new Shine Bright collection, available today from Spellbinders. It is my licensed collection with Spellbinders. I absolutely love this. Now, here's the deal. Yeah, Shanners, I hope you do try a spinner card because it's just a series of steps, right? So you just need a window and you need a string and you need a symmetrical die. And then you have all the pieces that you need for a spinner card. But this card, these products are really made to just be a way to share positivity throughout the world, encourage others to shine their light, but they can be used for celebrations too. They're great for masculine cards because men like disco balls too. I know that seems weird, but they like to party too. And so this collection just has that positive, shine your light feeling, and I hope that you will all enjoy creating with it. So, 4, Donna Summer is cheering. That's what Amanda says. Let's hope so. Let's go over a few things for those of you who may have popped in late. I want to remind you that if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my card making, paper crafting video tutorials. Over on my Instagram, I am giving away the full Shine Bright collection. So you'll check the post there. I'm Carissa Wiley on Instagram. So be sure to check the post there for all the rules on that. And I'm giving away an entire collection here on YouTube on this live video. Okay, we're not giving it away today because we're gonna let the people who couldn't be here in the middle of a Thursday have a chance to win. And the way that you're going to enter to win this collection, you have to be 18 or older. This video or this giveaway is not associated with YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, but you will leave a comment in the comments section below. So not the chat, although I do appreciate all the chat. Thank you all for your chat, but be sure you go over to the comments on this video. It's below the video. It's not to your right side, but it's below the video. Leave a comment there. Let me know your favorite product from this collection or whatever that you like. And then I'm going to draw winners for both of those giveaways on October 18th. I'm going to share them on Instagram. The winner will receive a direct message from me through YouTube, but make sure that you are taking all of your due diligence to not give your information away to somebody that's posing as me. So be sure that you just keep your eyes open for that. I will never ask you for your financial information, for credit card information, or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Thank you, Frida, that my tiara is proof that I was made to sparkle. So does anybody have any questions? I would love to answer questions for you today, whether it's about the line, about future things that are happening here at Sprinkled with Glitter. If you have any general craft questions. Oh, the other thing, do not forget that Mr. Glitter is joining us here live on YouTube again on October 26th. We're going to teach him how to foil. We're going to teach him how to make some disco balls. Yes, we are, with the Layered Disco Impressions press plate set, which is a part of the new line as well. So anybody have questions? Oh, Lee has a question. This is a great question. Can you buy the Shine Bright line without subscribing to a kit? Yes. This is a part of Spellbinders core collections. And so this is available this month, next month, the following month, hopefully 10 years from now, probably not. But anyway, yes, this is just part of the main collection from Spellbinders. So there is a link below. You don't have to subscribe to anything. It's just a purchase. And don't forget that Spellbinders is offering 40% off of select Better Press and hot foil products over on their site today as well. So don't forget to shop that sale while you're over there. That was an excellent question, Lee. Thank you so much for pointing that out and asking that. It's My Party collection is still available over on the Spellbinders website. So you can pick that up as well. And I think that you'll find that these products will coordinate with each other. Some of the sentiments and that sort of thing you could probably use with both collections. So any other questions that I can answer for you today? I'm thrilled that so many of you are just loving this collection. I cannot wait to see what you create with this collection. So if you share them on Instagram, would you please tag me at Carissa Wiley so that I can check out what you're doing and share your card projects and your creations with others on Instagram as well. Marianne says, please think about doing a Christmas collection. I am definitely going to think about that. I just have to think about what direction I want to go with that. And so just so you know that It's My Party collection, they are balloons, but it was designed to be able to convert into a cluster of 3 ornaments or an ornament. So you can use those for Christmas too. Disco ball balloons, yes. In fact, in my original collection, let me just pull it out and see if I can find it here. So in the original It's My Party collection, there was the Party Balloons bouquet, and then there is a coordinating stencil set that goes with the Party Balloons bouquet, and I can't find it. Oh my goodness. But it has things to fill in this cluster of 3 balloons right here. So this is the hot foil plate and this is the die. One of the stencils that coordinates with this has a disco ball design. So you have seen disco balls from me in the past, but disco ball balloons, you can create a cluster of balloons using these disco ball dies, or you can do it with the It's My Party collection too and your stencils. So well, if there are no more questions, we've been going for about an hour and 18 minutes. I am going to let you go. I thank you all for joining me. Really, your support means more to me than you'll ever know. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful for the time you spend watching my videos. I'm thankful for your support of my products. All of my collections, Marta, are through Spellbinders. I do not have collections with any other companies as of yet. So all of them are through Spellbinders. So again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the links below. Be sure to check out the tips and tricks videos for the Shine Bright collection that are on my YouTube channel. And be sure to stay tuned here to this YouTube channel for 7 days of inspiration. Today is day 1. So thanks again for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notifications here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my card making and paper crafting video tutorials. Thanks again, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.